games are starting. I hear hopping.
I hear hopping.
They see us. There we go.
We see them.
All right, so Dem Wines and get on. Nope. Get on your bees' knees.
Get
That's
on your bees'
the name
knees.
of it.
Dem Wines and GoYBK.
Get on your bees. It's almost good.
GoYB.
GoYB.
Wines and GoYB. Well, Wines has got a 1-queen lead on GoYB right now. Wines also has a very hardy snail lead, so it is going to force bees to go for the snail.
Yep, and you know what? Actually, I think last time I saw the strategy, it was Dem Wines, where they start opening with the snail, and it changes the strategy for the opponent team.
Buys
so now,
more time.
here they are, trying their best to reverse all of the work Dem Wines did on the snail, but they did it in, what, 7 seconds? They hop on it so fast, the other team no longer has a chance to actually make a strategy. It's all reactionary at this point. So their queen is in major trouble, and there we go. Took the hit for it. Didn't dip out and warp from the right to the left when it had its opportunity. It was just surrounded by warriors. Still on the run. Got to drop. You're going to have to dive.
Meanwhile, while the queen's escaping, Dem Wines is just running the snail all the way to the left side of your screen.
And the queen can't even get down there to take him out with how much warrior control they have. So what, 3 warriors on blue and 1 on gold? I think gold needs to grab another gate if they have a chance.
blue's all warriors.
Yeah, if they have any chance.
Well, as soon as I
gate.
say that, all their warriors get slain, and now GoYBK has
Perfect,
a
yeah.
little bit of
And
chance
here we
to
go.
shoot,
Now
right?
gold's taking those gates back, taking the 3rd one there. Perfect. Now no more warriors can come out on the blue side. Well, I spoke too soon, but that was a very clutch play.
GoYBK Queen doing a very good job of staying alive here, too. She's been in a couple tough spots.
Yeah, I think, honestly, the defensive play GoYBK's Queen made there to get out and grab those 3 gates honestly just won them the match. It's a little early to say. She only has 1 life left, but those defensive aerial maneuvers I've seen makes me feel like she'll stay alive. And I can't tell, but it looks like blue is going to have to give up on the snail and just go straight military. I've seen a lot of speed knights now. The way Dem Wines' queen pushed GoYBK's queen into that warrior was just beautiful. That is true teamwork.
You get the pincher, and you get them from the one side and the other.
Right. That's the first time I've seen the pincher work all night.
I've often seen it happen under platforms. Like if you got a queen hovering in the very center middle, you got 2 warriors come from either side. You can't protect both ways. You got to pick, and you just got to hope that you're fast enough. Which, if done correctly, you're not.
Nah. You good? Well, shit. You know what? Sure. Take my mic. I'm going to go pee. If you want to do it, I have an opportunity to pee. I'm going to go pee. Will you scoot your chair a little bit? Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do a little bit of a commentator swap mid-match. Allow our main man to have the chance to use the restroom in the facilities. Welcome back. I've seen you here on the counter. How you doing? I am also Matt. That's a good name. Hebda.
Edmund? Okay.
Hebda. H-E-B-D-A. Yes, sir. Hebda. H-E-B-D-A. That's the one.
Okay, that took way too long for me to figure out, Brother Matt.
It's all good.
Matt Merritt on your casting left with Matt Hebda on your casting right. This is BDSM Des Moines Invitational number 2. We got ourselves 2 different Minneapolis mixed teams. One's a solid Minneapolis team. The other one, a mixed team over on Blue Cab. We got Casey White over on Stripes. Kyle Shipwash on Skulls, or sorry, apologies, Abs. Andy Labor with Queening. I believe that's... Can't see who that is on Abs. And over on Gold, we got Taylor Christensen Queenie, Sarah Stewart on Skulls, got Nick Larson on Abs with Andrea Newell on Stripes, and rounding out the Gold Cab. I can't really see. I believe that's Connor over there. And real solid play here, Matt. We got very heavy blue berry rushing going on. New into the casting scene, I would imagine. What are your thoughts so far doing an invitational like this?
My thoughts I'm from St. Louis, but I moved here a few years ago. So
okay. So this is old hat for you.
Yeah, this is old hat for me. I've been in the city for maybe 4 or 5 years, and we got the cabinet, and I'm like, what is that? Is this big 5-on-5 arcade? And I've been hooked ever since. The invitational for me, I really love seeing all the different crowds come in. I'm guessing you're from Minneapolis, since you're just able to rattle off those names.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. was going to say, I don't have a sheet in front of me. You're just kind of going from memory and say, oh, here's this and this and that. I had the pleasure of being demolished by Dem Wines in round 1 as part of Balls and Holes. It's a whole different level of play, just knowing how often these people play, how often they have the synergy, and some of the terminology that I'm hearing you use, like ledge guard and certain parts of gates, and just the simple berry counts even. It makes sense when you think about it, but I just never had the time to think about it because I'm just too busy doing the free nights on Thursdays.
It's a little interesting, too, because both of these teams, they both have warriors right now on the inside who are normally queens, and ironically, they are both on abs, that being Nick Larson and Kyle Shipwash. Both of them are normally queens, and they're opting to play warrior today. And Nick is actually on gold abs there, one of the most underrated warriors there is because, frankly, he plays queen all the time. But he is a nasty-ass warrior and just really can just ruin your day if you are not careful, Matt Hebda.
I've seen these guys doing scrims before the matches. They are just, again, a different level. I was very impressed by all the quality of play, easy communication. I feel like as the fifth man, I was just kind of on the outside watching, and I wanted to come in and say something, but as soon as I wanted to say something, they had already communicated that and moved in and done it while I was thinking about what I wanted to say. It's just instinct at this point, I guess.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, the technique that all these players have at this level as we get the tournament narrowed down, you're going to really see some higher echelon play that you're just probably not experienced or used to if you're not into the scene that much. Trevor doing a violent head shake of yes. He's very impressed by the things that they're doing. And he's speaking out saying it's twice as fast. And, you know, to be honest, I've been on a little bit of a hiatus. And, you know, if you're not in the groove, I mean, it does get real fast, man. I'm telling you.
It's a completely different game when you have people who know what they're doing, know who they're playing with, who they're playing against. I suppose you said that both these teams are up from Minneapolis. They've played each other how many times now? That's all the answer I needed.
Depends on the league and all that, and depends on who flew up. Kyle's not exactly from Minneapolis. I'm not sure who the fellow is on Blue Skulls is there, but it's Artie on Blue Checks kind of rounding up that cab there. But I can tell you they're all extremely very solid players on both sides. We've kind of gotten to the point where, like, you know, they call out different openers and have different rebuttals for different things that they might do on openers, particularly on day and on night maps.
It's just like a sports team. You know, you call it, you have your plays, you got your, your 2-3 or 1-3-1, whatever you want to call it. Here you'd have, like, okay, let's go snail with 2 warriors. Let's go all warriors and, like, 1 barrier or something like that.
If you don't have the opener on, especially those first 2 maps laid out, I mean, you're in a boatload of trouble, man. You can be so far behind. That's kind of what happened to us on day on our last map I played on Rule 34. You know, we just didn't get where we wanted to be, and we kind of suffered the rest of the map from it, and it just we couldn't catch up. And that's kind of where it is. If you don't get there in time and get it open how you want, you're gonna be struggling the rest of the match.
So as somebody who is not as experienced, I guess you've played a lot more. You're obviously speaking to the tune of, like, you've spent the hundreds of hours or whatever. You know what you're talking about. How important is it as an individual to be willing to adjust on the fly?
It's, you know, because a lot of people, like, they sign up to a tournament and it's, oh, you know, this is what I play. And really, when you get up on here, you have to be able to flex to anything at any time. And you have to be able to do it efficiently. Because all of a sudden, if someone pops up, you're 3-1, and you're never running the snail, and you don't have, like, those head jukes down where you can bop on someone's head and, you know, stay alive. It's, you know, you're not running that objective anymore. And it really slows down the team as a whole. And if you're not playing a team, Blue with a wicked kill there at the end, and looks like they 3-0'd Taylor's team there over on Gold Cap. A little bit of a shock. I thought Gold Cap would have Taylor Christensen's team would have put up a little bit bigger fight than that. And I do believe I am up already here, so I got to